Welcome to another Tree City Live. I just realized I have the wrong YouTube description. This is actually episode number 71. So we'll get that updated really quick. Welcome to the stream. We got a jam-packed stream today. We're going to be going over the XenBlocks P2P setup that we didn't get to last night. I actually created a guide over on GitHub. So we're going to go step by step through the guide. We're going to talk about what each step does. What is this P2P program that we're testing right now? How it factors into the whole XenBlocks ecosystem. That'll be fun. We'll take a look at Bitcoin and crypto charts. Welcome to the chat, Janet. What's up, Mezga? What's up, Zen Crypto Store? Hello, Edwin. Hello, Craig Crypto. And we just got off a really good member stream. That was a lot of fun. Until I actually went to... I spent about 20 minutes trying to set up a GPU miner that ended up being bad. So that was fun. See, it's cutting off the top of my head here. Trying to get more comfortable so I can recline a little bit. How's that? Yeah, let's see if we can do it from back here. Hopefully that sounds good. But all right, so let's get into it. As always, we'll start off with the crypto bubbles. See how we're doing today, and holy shit, what a crazy day. We are green across the board. We got all kinds of pumps happening. Big pumps too, not just these little 3-4%ers. We got Pulse Chain up 20%. Pancake Swap up 25%. WeMix up 25%. Caspa up 15%. Then everything else is pretty much up big. We got Lido DAO up 8%. Solana up 6%. Neo up 10%. Aptos up 3.5%. See a little eHex here up 1.5%. Optimism up 5%. So we are absolutely pumping across the board today. Not sure if there was some news or it's just bullish sentiment as we head into the bull market here. So we'll take a look at that. Let's go ahead and head over to the BTC chart. I always like to start there. So this is the Bitcoin chart on Coinbase that we've been following. And last night... did quite the opposite of what I thought it was. I said that, we keep knocking on the door to go through this golden pocket here. This used to be our support, now it's our resistance. And I said, hey, if we knock one more time, we don't get through, we're probably going to come back to the bottom of the pattern here. And we didn't. We're actually in the process of coming through right now. So that's exciting to see. Nice little pump on Bitcoin. Currently sitting at 35,000, just about 34,800. And it just continues to hold solid. I was questioning whether it would stay above 30,000, but now it's more so, is it going to stay above 34,000? It's really established a strong support there. And we were kind of talking about maybe this being a head and shoulders. And we still want to watch that, make sure it actually breaks through this level. But it's trying to right now. If it doesn't tonight, there is a chance it'll come back down here. But Bitcoin looking really juicy right now. Everything's kind of following along with it. That's interesting. 2 hours ago, 20,000 Bitcoin moved to Binance and Coinbase after this major Bitcoin metric shifts. So when people move their Bitcoin to Binance and Coinbase, it usually means two things. They're either going to dump it for stablecoin or it's going to be moved into altcoins. And judging by what we're seeing today, I mean, these altcoin movements are nuts. Look at VMPX. Holy shit. So... we've been talking about the Fibonacci levels and drawing them for support and resistance, and man, it broke right through 5.5 cents, and it's currently sitting at 7 cents, man. Shout out to Craig Crypto. I know she's a big fan of VMPX, or he, I'm not even sure, but they're a big fan of VMPX, and we can see it's absolutely pumping right now. Over 7 cents. That's amazing to see. That's the biggest one on my watch list right now. We see AGIX up 7.5%. We talked about this one on the member stream. It's one of my favorite projects, an AI project over on Cardano. Very cool project. That's absolutely ripping right now. We got Solana up 6%, sitting at above $40. You could have got it at $20 2 weeks ago. Currently sitting at $40, over $40, $41. We got OpZen, OPZen, Optimism, or OpZen. I'm so used to saying OpZen. It's just Optimism. The Optimism token is up to $1.48. It's starting to break out of this little wedge here, this little channel. Got VeChain back up to 2 cents. That would have been a great buy down here at $0.015. And things are just ripping right now. It's awesome. I didn't know it went that high. Hell yeah. Let's head over to Deck Screener, see what's going on in the local ecosystem here. I like this. I'm kind of leaned back. This is different. I look all small. But all right, so let's see what we got going on. Switch over to the main watch list, and Zen is still above 605, so that's exciting. We did fall through. It came down to the bottom of the pattern, and now we're moving back up. I could see us getting back to the golden pocket here at 606. I mean, that's kind of the next move here. But we are just kind of trending sideways. You know, we'll never know with Zen, but it's nice to see some green candles here. Currently sitting at 605. Still in that uptrend. We're not making lower highs yet, or lower lows yet. Optimism down to 707. It's just kind of doing its thing. Pulse Chain with a nice little 6% pump, but yeah, it's still doing its thing. It's in the uptrend that we drew, but it's not really moving anywhere, just kind of moving sideways. DBZen seeing a bit of green today, kind of blow this up. Not quite over $1, sitting at 99.5 cents. What's up, crypto dude? Welcome, Tanzanian. What's going on in the market, man? We're getting quite the pump. Take a look at BDXN up 10%. But I want to scroll down. Let's go look at our the Zen alts. I want to see that VMPX price on So over here on Ethereum, that's interesting. On Ethereum, it says it's 4 cents. But when we pull it up on, was that Gate.io? I wonder if there's no liquidity over there or something. Why is it 7 cents on Gate.io? That might be some, or it's BitGet. So the price of VMPX on BitGet. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin side is up to 7%. I wonder where they're getting this price from. Let's go check on Unisat real quick. Might be an arbitrage opportunity if you can get it cheap over on Unisat and then take it over to BitGet, or get it cheap on BitGet and then we'll see what it is here. Oh wait, what am I doing? BRC20. How many search boxes we got here? All right. So it's sitting at about 6 cents over on Unisat right now. That's crazy. So on BitGet it's 7 cents. On Unisat it's 6 cents. But the Ethereum price is currently at 4 cents. So there might be an arbitrage opportunity here if you can sell it for 6 cents. Is that bridge working? Can we? Where's that bridge at? All about that base. Let's go take a look at switch over to the Zen. I always want to say playlist. Zen watch list here. Yeah, look at base up 20%. This is CB Zen ETH over on Uniswap on base. It's got some big red candles here. 8 zeros, 1. That's nuts. It's a lot of zeros. But it's cheap. It's cheap to mint over on base. So let's see what else we got going on here. What's Pulse Chain doing? Up 5%. It's good to see that. There's some movement over there. This is the PLS die pair. Jack's up 6%. That looks pretty close to a bottom to me. $1. I haven't checked the Pulse Chain charts in a while. Man, $1 for the incentive token. Remember when this was like 80 bucks? That was fun. That like those first couple weeks of Pulse Chain, when all the farms had like 2,000% or whatever, and you get like an incentive token, and it was like 70 bucks. That was the shit. I got old real quick. Shout out to all the Hexicans and Pulsicans though. Without you guys, I wouldn't know about Zen. Zen's pretty awesome. So let's go back to our main watch list here. How's Titan X doing? Down 35%. Oof. I just kind of arbitrarily drew this box at the bottom. Was curious. So we have had a couple wicks down here. Zoom in on the 15-minute. Oof. I hear a lot of people are getting some nice staking rewards. You know, they're mining and staking. So, shout out to the people. You know, it's a lot of red though. It looks like Zen. Got GD Zen up 20%. That's kind of cool to see. Not much action on the 15-minute chart. 9-inch up 3%. I heard there's some funky shit though. I'm not sure what's true, what's not. Was this the team selling or something happened there? I'm not sure. Come on down, Gwei. Got a claim tomorrow. Currently sitting at 11. 11 Gwei is not bad. It's better than the 30-40 we had. I apologize to the members if I blew up your mailbox the other day. So I had the Zen.game alerts. So if you become a hash head, hit the join button down below. You can get the Zen.game alerts. And you can basically get an email whenever the clock reaches 60 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, or 5 minutes. And you can set like a special contact in your phone and a special ringer for that contact. And your phone will make like a special alert. And that's kind of like the Zen.game alert. So what happened was I also have an alert for the buy pot. So this actually got really big. It was up to like 0.025, which is, you know, that's like 30 or 40 bucks worth of Zen to burn. And the problem was at the time though, Gwei was 50. So it cost 30 bucks to burn 40 bucks worth of Zen. So no one was doing it. But the email alerts were set up and it was sending an alert every 5 minutes. So if you got those like 20 alerts before I caught it, I apologize. I did update the code. So it'll only notify us of the burn pot once per hour at most when it gets up to 0.015. So that's a perk of becoming a Hashhead member down below. You also get the alerts with the time clock, and then also when the game resets. So when the game resets, when the price of the keys, I have it set up on the price of the key. So when the price of the keys drop by 90%, it'll tell you that, hey, there's some cheap keys to buy. The price of the key dropped by 90%. So if you become a Hashhead member for $4.99 a month, you can get those email alerts. Just let me know. I'll add you to the email list. And yeah. So enough shilling myself. Let's get into the fun stuff. So last night I wanted to talk about the Zen P2P stuff, but we kind of went down the DB Zen rabbit hole. So tonight we're going to be talking about the Zen P2P stuff. If you saw in the member stream earlier, kind of went through my PowerPoint, and I'm putting together just an informational video, kind of like the how to mine GPU mine, kind of like the other XenBlocks video. So that should be out in the next few days. Members got to see the process of how I make the videos and what goes into it, how we use what software we use and stuff to make like the presentation and the art and stuff. So become a member to see that as well. So that'll be coming out. But today I wanted to show you, I created this guide over on GitHub. And this is just a cut and paste guide for setting up the P2P node that we're testing over in the XenBlocks chat. And this is really getting close to a consensus. And this is simulating transactions and simulating connections and simulating verifying hashes. And it's basically running on the Go language blockchain script. It's kind of new to me, so I dug into it last night. I kind of got to know what Go was and how the language worked, and threw together this guide here. And we're going to go step through this, but it basically shows you how to set up the P2P miner that we're talking about over on Twitter. And what P2P is, it's basically the opposite of a centralized network. So in a centralized network, everybody has to come back and talk to a center point, you know, at the central server, the centralized network, the center server. So when you have a center node, when that node fails, the entire network goes down. And also everybody relies on the rules of that center node, the main node, the main server, the centralized server. So that's kind of what Web 2 is. You know, when you look at something like Facebook or Twitter, they're the central server. They make the rules for their website. You know, and you can sign up and you have to abide by their terms and their policies, and that's kind of what Web 2 is. Or P2P comes into play, rather than relying on a centralized server with a centralized company. A P2P network has nodes that anybody can run, and these transactions and these interactions are person to person. They're direct. You're not dealing with the center server where the center person makes the rules. It's a decentralized network where everyone follows the same rules and you can interact with each other. And that's what makes Web3 unique, is you can accept payments and accept logins, and you don't have to have a database of passwords that could be leaked by a centralized Web 2 server. You can have a Web 3 server that's built on a blockchain that's centered around P2P. And that's what we're testing. So Craig Crypto asks, what's the P2P relation to listener? So that's exactly what we're going to go into, and that's what the video I'm coming out with is about. So what is it? What are we doing? So with this node, we're basically simulating a blockchain of transactions, and rather than communicating with Jack's central server, you know, that XenBlocks is running on, we're testing communicating with each other, and we're decentralizing the consensus rather than the centralized server that we're all connecting to saying this is a block. We're actually testing what it's like for each other to verify the blockchain and make it truly immutable and decentralized, and having that P2P. Right now it's not P2P, it's a centralized network, and Jack's server is the center of it. And we're sending, you know, our blocks to Jack's server, and Jack's server verifies it, and that's how it gets added to the blockchain. What we're testing with the P2P server is having our nodes verify the blocks and add that to the database and verify the nodes, and that's basically what we're testing. So let's get into it. So we're going to do this from WSL. WSL is just a Ubuntu virtual machine that runs on top of Windows. It's all command line. So you just type in WSL and then you're inside the virtual machine. So we're just going to go right through this script, and we'll talk about each command. So this first command it verifies the version of Go, and it only works if Go is installed. Let me adjust my chair real quick. Take a breath. So this only works. Oh shit. Just noticed that the logo in the right corner is right over my face. That's kind of annoying. I'll have to turn that off. The watermark or whatever. Anyways, getting distracted. Alright, so let's start over. The Go version command, it just shows you the version of Go if it's installed. If it's not installed, you'll just get an error. So we'll pop this over here. So command Go is not found, but it can be installed with, and it tells you how to install Go, the Golang. I don't have it installed yet, so it doesn't matter. It just tells me that it's not found. So second command's optional. It'll remove the old version if it's installed. I don't need to run this because it's not found. I don't have it installed. let's move on to the next one. The third command is uname-m. This will actually tell you about your computer. It'll tell you if it's a 64-bit or a 32-bit processor. And that's important because you have to grab the right Go installation. I would say 99% of the processors in our community are going to be 64-bit processors, you know, AMD 64-bit. I doubt there's like any ARM. If you have an old computer, you might have like a 32-bit processor. But this is, you know, when I type in uname-m, I'm compatible with 86, which is a 32-bit, and I'm compatible with 64-bit, which is 64-bit. So either way, I'm fine. I'll move on to the next command. And this one actually downloads the latest version from the Go developer, and it installs it. Well, it doesn't install it yet. It just downloads the Linux version of a zip file. That's what this tarball is. This tar.gz is the Linux version of a compressed file. So we're downloading the Go installation. It's a pretty big file. It takes a few minutes to download. Hopefully the stream doesn't get all wonky because I'm on Wi-Fi. Give it a second to download here. Crypto Breath says gearing up. Yeah, that's for sure. Let's see what happens here. Hopefully this works. I did not test this on this machine. So if it doesn't work, I apologize. We're kind of running through this together. I did test this script, this order on my other computer. Worked the first time, had no issues. This is a different computer. It's a different version of Windows, has a different processor. I don't think that matters though. So we downloaded the tarball successfully. Now the next command is to extract the compressed file that we just downloaded. We'll put it in a folder. That's finished. Now we're going to use the nano editor to open this bash rc file, which is basically the config for the file. So here you can see the config script, and in the next step we're going to add these 3 lines to the bottom of the script. So I'm going to use the down button on the keyboard and go all the way down to the bottom of the script, and I'm just going to paste these guys in here. So there they are. You can see they're in there. I'll hit Control O to save. Overwrite it. I'll exit. All good. So now that I added those to the profile, I have to reload the profile to enable those changes. Done. And now I'm going to run the Go version command a second time, and it should tell me what version of Go I have. Boom. So before, when I said Go version, it said command Go not found. Now, after I install it, it says Go version Go 1.21.3 Linux AMD 64. So that's the first part of the setup. We basically installed Go. That's all we did. All those commands just to install Go. So Craig Crypto says, do we need to have the listener running to use P2P? No, you don't. This is kind of its own version of it. They're all kind of doing different things, though. The different versions of the listeners. So now that we have the Golang installed, the next thing will be to clone the clone the GitHub, clone the ZenMiner P2P GitHub. So I'll paste the command in here. This track feels appropriate for what we're doing. All right, so we'll paste the command in here. We're cloning the GitHub. And it takes a second. There's some big files in there. So once this finishes cloning, we'll go ahead and open the folder so we're inside of the folder. We do that with the cd command, cd ZenMiner-P2P. One thing I thought was interesting was the other GitHubs are Jack Levin, but this one's Fair Crypto. So I was wondering if this one was someone besides Jack. All right, so that finished. We'll go ahead and go inside the folder. And now we're gonna go mod init P2P, which is initializing a module. We're calling that module P2P. Already exists. Oh no, I'm missing the remove command. Hold up. Hold up. That's funny. I was editing this earlier, trying to clean it up. That's funny. Live on stream, got me. I need to go find the remove command. Where did that go? So within GitHub, you can actually go back and look at old versions, which is why GitHub's so awesome. You know, even if you fuck up something, you can go back and look at the old versions. So that was before I added it. So does this version have the... Damn. So I know there's a command in here that I'm missing. Let me go check the Telegram real quick. Because shout out to Jack. I posted this in the Telegram and he responded and said, oh, add this command. And that's exactly the command I need. That's why I remember this. Clone, remove. So I'm looking at the chat here, and he said also remove go.mod and go.sum right before that. So clone, remove. So I'm missing this command here, so we're going to go into... So we got to go back to the main branch, go into the README file, pull up the code, edit it, and it's right after the git clone. So I'm gonna just post that down here. I'm just gonna copy this file and we'll put this here. We'll put this in here. We'll say remove go files. All right. And that's why this community is awesome. Just the fact that Jack even responded to me. So, all right. Go mod already exists. So we're going to run this command. The command I just added is the remove go.mod and go.sum, remove go files. Go ahead and pop that in there. So it ran successfully. Oh shit, it's in the wrong spot though. Let me fix that. It needs to be after we're in the folder. Perfect. Updating it on the fly. There we go. So we removed the go.mod and go.sum. Now we're going to initialize the P2P. So it creating new module, created the module P2P requirements. So now we run the next command. This will update our Go projects with the changes we just made. That's finding those packages on the GitHub, downloading them, applying the modules and the prerequisites needed for our project. Makes it very easy. So you just run go mod tidy and it's just like, oh, let's update everything. Very cool. So we'll let this run through. We're doing an escape room tomorrow. All right. Leo is working on P2P. Hell yeah. So Leo's got the Fair Crypto GitHub. It's interesting. It's awesome. So right now it's just updating all the parts of the project that we need, and it just finished. Now this is just an extra verification step just to make sure everything's good and healthy. All modules are verified, and now we're ready to start it. So we just ran through the whole thing. We installed the the Golang environment. We cloned the GitHub. We downloaded the prerequisites and the modules. We verified them. And now it's time to start the P2P. So we just copy and paste this command to run the P2P test. And it does take a few minutes to launch, which is kind of interesting. I'll go ahead and make it widescreen here, or full screen. So we'll see what happens here. And this part does take a few minutes, so we'll let this cook. But we should see some blocks flying in. It actually does. So this does multiple things. This not only does the listener things where it's verifying the node, but it also does the sync node things. So I'll show you that after this starts in just a few minutes. So if you get stuck right here, don't be discouraged. Don't feel like it's broken. It literally just takes this long to start the script. So you gotta just let it cook. Making things look easy. I'm trying to make it easy for people, that's for sure. I know you feel that. Trying to make this thing easy for everyone. So just throwing together these little these GitHub guides. They also have one for the GPU miner. And this is just the personal one I follow. It's just the commands that I paste. You know, I just copy and paste it right from the Xenium miner setup guide right over to the Vast AI GPUs, step by step, and it just works. At this point though, the one-click miner or the templates are way easier. And there we go. So it's doing its thing real quick. 2 errors occurred, and boom, Fiber v2.5. We're listening on port 3333. We got 6 handlers and 1 process. And so we're seeing these errors. Error retrieving data from control DB. SQL rows are closed. I believe these errors are normal. I think it just means that there's no... Either the blocks are solved or it's like trying to catch up or something. There's nothing to write to the SQL table, maybe. Or it's just fucked up. Maybe it's not working. We'll let this run for a minute. Normally I would get this, and then I'd get a bunch of good ones, and then I'd get one of these, and then I'd get a bunch of good ones, and then I'd get one of these. It might be down right now, too. Let's go take a look in the XenBlocks. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Rows are closed. So what did we get up here? XenBlocks, P2P miner, failed to dial, network timeout, bootstrapping DHT, 2 errors found, failed to query for self, failed to find any peer in table, failed to refresh. So I think I'm having some connection issues here. It might be because I'm on Wi-Fi. I have a pretty slow connection. Also, let me check my Windows firewall. I wonder if I have port 3333 blocked. That could definitely be an issue. It does think I'm on a guest network right now. Let's see here. Fucking Windows, man. I feel like I'm at work right now. Okay. All right, let's try it again. Fail to listen on any address. Find address already in use. All right, so in that case, there's a command. Got all kinds of shit running. About to just restart this shit. All right, let's see what we could do here. So I'm going to restart my WSL instance. We got so close. We got to the very end. It's having a connection issue. And I probably just need to reboot the miner. See if that does anything. P-kill go. Yeah, that didn't work. It's like running in the background. But I think I could just restart the Windows subsystem for Linux service. If I could find it. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, we got really close there. It's just not not cooperating. Now I'm trying to restart Linux and I can't figure it out. Where is the service? Here we go. Fine, we'll pull out the Google. I know I could reboot my computer. WSL -- shutdown. Let's try that. Oh shit. Alright, so I'm turning off WSL via command line. And we're going to restart our WSL instance. And then we're going to try our command again. See if we can get this P2P server running. Alright, so we're in Linux. Go back to our guide here. Go run. Oh shit. Forgot we gotta be in our XenMiner P2P folder. Go run. Let's try again. It's trying. Error retrieving. It might just be the server too. Maybe he's done testing for the day. Any of you guys running it right now? Is it working for you? I mean, this is what the script looks like when it runs. But, it's not looking too happy right now. Man, we were so close. I'll get it working for the, It's definitely on my end, though. It's a networking issue here. What's up, then, Zenthusiast? Welcome, welcome. Just kind of playing around, trying to get the P2P node. What if I can connect to my other computer? I know it's working down there, but I don't think I have RDP enabled. Yeah, see, it's working. It's just not receiving the... It's not seeing the peers. And that's probably because I'm on a Wi-Fi network. Unless it's the WSL instance. Let's try that. What's the command to disable the Ubuntu firewall? So we'll go sudo ufw disable. Command not found. Is that not a WSL thing? Command to disable WSL firewall. Yeah, I think it just uses the Windows firewall, it looks like, which is completely disabled. That's why that command's not working. We'll tell you what, why don't we do it on, Here. So I'm trying to do it on my local machine right now, but I also have my miner. So... it should be set up and working there as well. So I'll connect over there. It's gotta find it first. Head over to Vast and grab that. Yeah, we'll do that. Lion's mane's so good for my old eyes. You want some shrooms over there, buddy? Now that I said lion's mane, I'm gonna get those like mud drinks for ads for a week. But let's see here. Head over to our instances on Vast. So grab our connection string. Gotta pop in our key, my key. All right, so I have this miner running. Ah, it's all fucked up. This is just 24070s. I'm paying like less than 20 cents for. I think like 17 cents. So this is running in the background. But earlier when I was testing this, I actually set up the let me see if I can find it here. Yeah, ZenMiner-P2P. And it did work when I started it from over here. So let's go ahead and start it. And that way you guys can see what it looks like. I don't think it's working on my local machine because of my Wi-Fi. But if it doesn't work over here either, so this is a VPS that's over in Europe. So if this gets the same results, then it's a server side issue. It's not. Yeah, look at that. So maybe the server is down. So we're also testing. We're getting the same result on our local machine as on the server. So maybe it's not processing blocks or something. Maybe there's an update. I might have an old version or something. No, we just downloaded it. Yeah, we just downloaded it from the GitHub. Jack might be tweaking some things. But yeah, I don't think anything's talking to the database right now. That's okay though. Upgrades are good. Hopefully they're working on it. Let's go take a look at the Explorer, see if we got any interesting stats for today. So this was just something I threw together. It's actually running on that VPS we were just connecting to. It's this Postgres database. And you can do things like search for your account. You can search for individual blocks if you want to know what the block is, what the hash is. You can go back and verify your blocks. There's also some interesting network stats, and you can get a list of all your blocks that you've ever mined just by typing in your address in the account search. So I'll go ahead and grab my address out of MetaMask here. Pop it in the account search. You can see got 11,000 regular blocks, 20 super blocks, and 4,000 Zuni blocks. I always like to come over to MetaMask and compare just to make sure the database is actually working. So I'll switch the networks over to XenBlocks, and our counts should be the same. So yeah, so we got 11,081 regular blocks, which gives me 110,810 Xenium. Got our 20 super blocks, and then we have our 4,763 Zunis. So the database is up to date and live. The data is accurate. That's exciting. As I'm mining right now. So our regular blocks mined in the last 24 hours is actually up. We've mined a total of 46. Yo, VMPX is going crazy on ETH. Why? Are the BRC20s doing the same? Yeah. I was talking about that at the beginning of the show, but ETH wasn't going up, but the BRC20s were. The BRC20s on BitGet were 7 cents. So I wonder if there's some arbitrage going on. People might be buying buying and bridging. Yeah, it's up to 4.5 cents over on ETH. That's the daily chart too. That's a nice chart right there. Got to break through this golden pocket here from the last pump. But that's good to see. We're getting back over 4.5 cents. Hopefully we'll stay up there. But yeah, getting some extra blocks today. Got 69 blocks in the last 24 hours. Nice. We can see my last 10 regular blocks. Had a bunch today. Haven't had a super block since October 11th. So it's been almost a month. We're coming up on a month since I've seen a super block. VMPX, BRC, ETH are one-to-one swappable, so equal value, but they're not equal value. So right now, if you look on Uniswap, VMPX is 4 cents. If you look at the price of VMPX on BitGet, the price of VMPX on BitGet is 7.5 cents. We also checked the price on Unisat too, and it was like 6.5 cents. So there might be an arbitrage opportunity. And I'm not that slick. I'm not that guy that's gonna go arbitrage. I don't have that kind of money to play with. But if you're using one of the bridges, so we'll pull up Unisat here so that you can buy 1,000 VMPX for 6 cents. And then you can take them to BitGet where the price is 7 cents. But the price on Ethereum is 4.5 cents. So can you buy it on Ethereum for 4.5 cents, bridge it over to BRC and sell it for 7 cents? I don't think so. But you might be able to. What's up, T? F Flipper, what's up? Welcome. We've just been having fun going over the XenBlocks stuff. We were trying to set up the P2P miner, and I thought I did something wrong. So I set it up on my local I'll put those side by side. Maybe we'll be able to see it turn back on. I thought I fucked something up. But then I tried it from a second location and it's doing the same thing. So I might still be fucking something up, but let's see here. So what was it called? XenMiner-P2P. And then we run the go command. So then I'm going to open a second instance. And we're going to connect to our uh-oh. Yeah, see, we're getting that all rows are closed. Oops. But now I can't connect to my instance, so now I'm a little concerned there. Let's go back there. I've noticed lately I've had to use the proxy connection on Vast rather than the permission denied. The hell? Let me back on my machine. Oh, I'm in the wrong directory. That's why. Hey, make sure your key's there. So then we open the XenMiner P2P. Maybe. There we go. So I'm running one of these locally here at my house in Ohio. And one of these are running on the VPS server that's in Germany. And they're both getting these same control DB rows are closed. So something must be going on with the P2P setup that we're testing over in XenBlocks. Definitely thought it was myself, but since it's happening in both locations in the same error, and the top one was working before. That's the other thing. Like, it was working perfectly. Is there already a VMPX bridge? That I don't know. I know there's the Libra bridge, which allows you to go to Libra, but I don't think it goes across to Ethereum. It might, though. It might. I'm not sure. What's up, Mr. Drums? Welcome, welcome. So shout out to the 14 viewers. How are we looking on Zen.game? So, ooh, might be an interesting night. Who's feeling degen? We got an hour left on the timer. Chain Key's winning. Got a bunch of keys that I'm probably not going to burn when I should. So that's always fun. Wonder how the pulse chain divs on DBZen are looking. I've been getting about 200, 300 per day for like 120 tokens about. All right, let's see here. Say we're up to like 700,000. We got about 127 DBZen. I was playing around this morning trying to get the damn access list to work, and I really wanted to build a tool for DBZen that allowed anyone to burn for DBZen using the access list and create their own access list. It's way more involved than I thought, though. At least making the public tool. I think I can make a private script, like a Python script, but you'd have to put your private keys in it. So I don't think anyone's gonna want to do that. But I might just do it myself to fuck around and play with. See if I can build this access list. Ideally, Roz will build it into the DBZen interface. You know, how nice would it be just to like check a box here, and that'll create your access list. And they might be trying to figure out how to do that. You know, that'll be nice to see. But as always, you can head over to Xen.pub, check out your DBZen statistics. And they did add the XenBlocks geo nodes to the Xen.pub page. I think that's pretty cool. What do you know? Ohio's gone. Where'd we go? If you are concerned about your location being disclosed, use a VPN or use a VPS. VPN, Virtual Private Network, is a service that'll mask your IP. It'll put it in some other country, some other area. They won't be able to geolocate you. And VPS, which is what I'm using, is a virtual private server. It's basically a virtual machine that's running in the cloud that's mine to play with. So that's what I'm running, the email server for the Xen.game alerts. If you do want the Xen.game alerts, join down below. You can hit the membership button. For the $4.99 a month membership, you get the Xen.game alerts directly to your phone. You can set up the customized alert, and it's helped me. I've been close to winning a couple times within 30 seconds, and it's just like, god damn it, so close. I didn't even realize the VMPX on my watch list is BRC20s. I didn't know CMC supported BRC20s. Yeah, for sure. It's tough because a lot of the platforms aren't obvious about it, so you're not sure if it's the ERC20 or the BRC. Kind of have an affinity to the BRC20 side though. Ethereum tokens are boring. But alright. I think it's time to wrap it up. Unfortunately, so we did go through the setup and our setup was right. It's just the server's down, I think. It doesn't seem to be verifying any blocks. Let's go check in the chat, see if there's anything. There is an update from... But was that the command that we ran? Let's take a look. There might be a new version in a different folder. We said git pull this. I have experiment Zen miner. All right, so let's try this then. So there is a different version over on Jack's server. So I'll try it on my local here. So it's Jack's GitHub. So we need to git pull. Yeah, let's see if this works. So we're gonna run. Where'd that go? Jack 1174 Zen miner. And then in here there should be Zen miner. CD Zen miner dash P2P. Okay, so it might be the same. We might just have a new version here that I missed. That's what's fun about this whole stuff. It's hard to keep up with it. It happens so fast. So we are in the P2P node folder. creating new mod, go mod tidy. All right, so this must be why the one we were trying is down. I think he's testing this new version already. What was it? Ah! Well, here, let's do this. Getting a little confused here, but I want this to work. I think I need to go through this part. So it creates the new module, do the tidy, do the verify. Modules are verified. Does she run? No. XenMiner main. Yeah, I'm not having any luck here. I'm in San Antonio, Texas, if anyone wants to fight me. You got some tequila popping down there tonight? Trendsetters. What's up, old man running? Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to figure out how to get the... So he mentioned in the chat like an hour and a half ago that there's a new one. Git pull this. I have experimental P2P node here. CD XenMiner P2P node. Yeah, that's the correct one. Ah, I was in the wrong folder. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Always make sure you're in the right folder. So we'll run our tidy command. It'll update these modules. Ah. So there's some other process in the background running the same ports. So we're going to restart again. We're going to restart the WSL, and then we're going to open the XenMiner P2P node folder, and we shall test it. Ribbit. All right. So we're going to go XenMiner / P2P node. We shall go with the go command. I didn't mean to hit that. All right, let's see what we got. So this will probably take a couple minutes to build again. Oh. Here's our fiber. Hey, look at that. So this is what it actually looks like. Exciting. So you can see that, yeah, so we're working now. So that's what happened. I'm gonna have to update the guide already. There's a new version. That's awesome. Here, let me resize this. It looks a little wonky. All right, let's see what we got here. Cool. All right, so we're in business. Just restarting WSL again. Going to restart the Go script, CD ZenMiner, GPU node. So if you download the ZenMiner from Jack's GitHub, I can't talk and think at the same time. If you download the latest ZenMiner from Jack's GitHub, there is a new folder in there called P2P node, which has the updated node with the current version that's running. So we'll go ahead and run this command. This will start the node, and then we should start seeing some things happen. So here we go. Just trying to find my peers out on the network. And boom. So you can see the height state, local height, max block height, blockchain height, which are basically block numbers. We are seeing the error, the SQL rows closed. I think that just basically means we have all the latest blocks and there's nothing to write. You gonna run a node on X1? Oh, for sure, for sure. Hopefully I have enough. So yeah, so also what this program does, if I open up my Ubuntu folder and go to root, pull up the P2P node. All right, so once you're in the folder here, you have this .node folder, and in that .node folder, this is where all the sync node stuff is. So you have your blockchain.db, your blocks.db, your control.db, the peer.json. So this is basically the sync node part of it. So we have the P2P part running the listener part where it's going out and it's getting the latest blocks and making sure everything's good. And then it has the sync node part where it's actually writing those blocks to the blockchain.db. So it's really it's getting really close here. It's exciting. And this is what it looks like when it's running. So it's basically error retrieving data, and then it retrieves good data. It's warning that something wrong. It looks like it's doing the same hash or the same peer over and over again. That might be on Jack's side or something. I don't know. But it's fun. It's fun trying to keep up, trying to test everything. I love learning this stuff, as I say over and over and over again. But on that note, we've been going for about an hour and a half. Before this, I had the member stream, which is an hour and a half, so going on almost 3 hours of streaming today. I guess it's more like 2.5 right now, but either way, it's been fun. Shout out to you guys. I'm gonna have the informative video about the P2P stuff coming out in the next couple days, but looks like I'm gonna have to update my documentation already, which is good. That means things are moving. That means upgrades are happening and stuff's getting pushed, and it's awesome to see. Really excited. But shout out to you guys. Do we add no hub before the P2P command to keep it running when the computer sleeps? That's up to you. Yeah, definitely. I use tmux instead of the no hub, but yeah, for sure. Now, when you're really running a node, you want to be careful doing that, because if it starts getting errors and it starts doing bad data, you could get slashed. And I don't think that's set up here yet. We're just testing. But in the real network, when it goes live, if you submit bad data or your node goes offline without you knowing, you can get slashed and you lose your rewards. You lose your stake. It's just fun witnessing this. Thanks, homie. Great alpha. Hell yeah. Thanks for being here, man. I like all the troubleshooting. Hell yeah. We're working through the problems. It's exciting stuff. So yeah, you can see it's working here. It's doing its thing. All right. Well, on that note, I am out of here. I hope you guys have a good Saturday night. Stay safe. Have fun. I'll be around. Hit me up on Telegram. Hit me up on Twitter if you need anything. But yeah, enjoy your nights and stay zen. Tree City West is out.